Let me first of all just say I'm not the one who broke them. So since I came back from Cameroon, life became so busy and I wasn't paying as much attention to my skin. I even stopped using sunscreen, which is why the hyperpigmentation returned. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to take a shower, and it just, refreshes me and gets me feeling ready for the day. And right now I'm using the Dove bar soap because it's very mild and works for my skin. And I also use a face cloth or a body sponge just to, clean properly. And then I use the Dove body lotion because it's mild once again. And I cleanse my face with your Neutrogena cleanser. I don't skip sunscreen anymore. So this is what my skin looks like after all the everything that goes on top of it. This is what my skin looks like. I clean up my space immediately after I shower because it's just nice to have everything where they belong and a clean looking room. I just wanted to show you guys my African prints collection. Remember the vlog, the Cameroonian vlog where we went shopping for African prints? Well, I have a whole lot of stuff that was, designed and tailored in Cameroon, but I actually haven't tried them on. I haven't worn them before. So if you guys would like to see me try on my African print collection, let me know. So right now in South Africa, we're going through a lockdown and that has affected the way I shop. So I only go to shop once in 2 weeks and I make sure I write a comprehensive shopping list before I go. So it's very important when you're going shopping not to go with a lot of things. I'm going to share some tips with you guys. I make sure I take a hand sanitizer with me and my bank card. That is all. So I have a different hand sanitizer that I take when I'm going shopping, and then I have another one that I keep at home to sanitize like the surfaces, and then when I come back from shopping, I make sure I spray and sanitize everything that I shop with. So that's basically what I've been doing, just to make sure that whatever I come in with, before I pack them away, they are also sanitized. I also take water because hello, I stay in Pietermaritzburg and this town, it gets up to 30 degrees a day. So I'm not about to roast under the sun, Joe, because I'm going to buy groceries. So yeah. As I walked around looking at the empty streets, they reminded me of the fact that we only have a moment to live here on earth, and after a while, all the things that made life seem so busy won't even matter anymore. To me, what I believe truly matters is living out our divine destiny as God designed and spreading the love of God with those around us. And I pray that you keep well. I pray that you're keeping safe during this period. I pray that your family and friends are keeping safe. And most of all, I pray that you walk in purpose. So these are basically all the empty shops. Everything is basically in lockdown, and yeah, it's really hectic here in South Africa, but we pray things will return to normal soon. So continuing with our shopping tips, when I walk into the shop, the first thing I do is to wipe the trolleys with a sanitizing wipe. And the shop was so empty, guys. Oh my goodness. Well, I went on a Sunday, but I was still surprised to find it so empty. There were a few people there, but for the most part, I was basically just kind of shopping, alone. And I didn't mind that. For the most part, people are really respecting the social distancing. So after I picked my grocery, I went to pay, and I was quite happy to see that they've actually made markings on the floor showing where people need to stand. So you can only pack your trolley where the line shows, which again respects social distancing. Immediately I get home, I make sure I wash my hands very well before I even go to unpack my grocery. And after I finish washing my hands, I sanitize again. Oh, call me extra, but you know, just in case, guys, just in case, okay? We have to do the most during this period. We have to do the most. So after I finish sanitizing my hands, I now go in with my other water-based spray sanitizer, and I spray each of the food products that I buy. With my vegetables and fruits, I just make sure I wash them very well. But for other things, you know, that sometimes people will pick and drop them once again, I make sure I spray and I leave them to air dry before I pack them in my cupboard.
That's basically my routine. I don't know why I'm clapping. That's basically my routine when I go grocery shopping. I just wanted to do it to raise awareness about, you know, being hygienic during this period, and also making sure that we continue to practice social distancing, staying at home unless it's like an emergency. And truthfully, I did run out of almost all my groceries. I only go out once in 2 weeks to shop.
On to supper time. So for supper this particular day, I cooked hot pot, which is a dish that we eat a lot in Cameroon, made with potatoes. And I had that with, I'll wait for you to guess. Can you guess? This is barbecue sauce. So let me wait if you can guess barbecue sauce. I had it with sticky barbecue chicken. So I had to coat the chicken in some flour and some secret spices, and then I mixed the chicken into the delicious barbecue sauce, and it was so sticky and yummy. So that's what I had for supper.
So I am from Cameroon, but I'm based in South Africa right now, where I work and I study. I'm here with my younger sister, but she's in Pretoria, which is a different town to where I am. So we stay literally like 6 hours apart, you know, from each other, and so I basically stay alone. Within the first week is usually a little bit, you know, hard to adjust, because you come from home where you're constantly, you know, with family, friends, in the midst of people, and then you come back here and it's just like. So in other news, fam, my glasses broke. I'm the kind of person who also likes my privacy. I really love my private space, so I don't really mind as much. I think I'm somebody that you could tell me you could tell me to be a, how can we put this, to be a loner, but I won't really say I mind. Like, I really enjoy my company. I kind of like, you know, being alone, even though I love associating with people, I love socializing, but at the same time I just love my space. When we came back from Cameroon, I was like, go, time to sort out this PhD, because I'm in my second year of my PhD right now, and you know, time to start lecturing as well, because I part-time lecture as well. And my PhD, I was supposed to begin my data collection this year, because I spent the first year perfecting my proposal, you know, just making sure, polishing it up, everything, and then submitting for ethical clearance to the different departments that needed to claim it. And then I was now just waiting to receive the clearance so that I can start collecting my data. And then Corona came. Corona. So when I heard of the virus outbreak, I was just like, oh, God please, God please, let me just collect my data, please, before this thing just come, and you know. And obviously the outbreak came into South Africa, and then they declared a nationwide lockdown. Right now I'm just praying that, you know, things should come under control. Let me first of all just say, I'm not the one who broke them. They kind of broke themselves. It's kind of crazy to say, but it's so terrible. Are you ready for this? I present to you my plan B. There's a lot of uncertainty, but also no uncertainty, because in God we know that everything works for the good of those who love him. So I'm trusting God that things are going to turn out fine, and I know I'm not the only one who is in this situation right now. It's just a matter of time, patience, waiting, and you know, doing some work in the background right now just to ensure that when it's time to go, I have not been wasting all this time. But for now, we have to wait yeah, to see the go ahead from the people that be up there. Honestly, it has not been easy for me, you know, trying to adapt to online teaching. I mean, it's really been hectic, but again, I still thank God because I take every opportunity as a learning opportunity. This period has really pushed me. It has pushed me to work under unforeseen pressure, and still be able to deliver as best as I can. So I think I also have more confidence in myself now in terms of, you know, delivering what is asked, like, you know, basically just delivering what I can, given the circumstance that we find ourselves. I know you guys are going to laugh, and that's fine. We can laugh together because I laugh at myself in this room all the time. But it has come to this, ladies and gentlemen. It has come to this. And the thing is, you know, when I'm working with my laptop, I stare at bright lights all the time. My light in my room is so bright and it gives me a headache. It makes me feel sick. So it's the only thing I could think of to do at the moment until I can go consult with the optometrist here in South Africa. I'm the kind of person who is very particular about who I surround myself with, when, how, why. You know, especially when you are a child of God, I'm the kind of person who sometimes I would rather just be alone than to be overly crowded, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's just me. That's just me. And it's not to say I'm not a open person. I'm a very open person. Like, I love people. I love reaching out to people. I love connecting with people. I think one of my best things is actually connecting with new people. You know, talking to them, get to know their stories, encouraging people. But I think it takes more to allow people into my innermost space, if that makes sense. When you're walking in discernment, you tend to be somehow reserved. Like, you know, when you're working with discernment, it's not every time and everything that you just open up yourself to anyhow. You actually have to be just wise and, you know, make sure that you protect yourself spiritually too, because what you expose yourself to, be it people, friends, whatever, you know, it can actually gain access into your life and influence your attitude or character in one way or the other. And I really don't like that. I love to maintain spiritual soundness. So that's basically it, guys, and I really hope that you enjoy this this vlog of what it's like, you know, just being in South Africa during this time in quarantine. Okay, not quarantine, sorry, quarantine is the wrong term, just social woo social isolation, is that it?
So the end of my day is usually very dragged and I stay up late working on my lecture slides, and I don't mind because I also focus well, you know, later at night. And my absolutely favorite thing to do when I'm working is to listen to sermons, and I absolutely love listening to Apostle Joshua sermon. So I play a sermon while working in the background.
So this section is on food preservation. Oh gosh, sorry, what's happening with my voice? And there are 35 slides. So what I do is, after I simplify my bullet points, I now have to make comments just to further explain what's happening in the slides, to make sure that, you know, the students understand exactly what's going on, which also I will have to record in audio as well.
That wraps up my living alone vlog. God bless you all, keep safe and stay well.